You're watching Beauty in the Burg live around the world, hosted by Cindy Stovall. Produced in association with Arts In, a video platform showcasing artists, arts organizations, and arts and culture experiences in Pinellas County. Visit creativepinellas.org/artsin to connect with the arts community. Arts In is brought to you by Creative Pinellas. Our mission is to facilitate a vibrant, integrated, collaborative, and sustainable Pinellas County arts community and arts and cultural destination. Creative Pinellas is funded in part by the Pinellas County Board of County Commissioners, Visit St. Pete Clearwater, and the State of Florida, Department of State, Division of Cultural Affairs. Appearing tonight on Beauty in the Burg, live around the world. Actor, playwright, and artistic director of Circle in the Water, Roxanne Fay. Performance artist, Jordan Stovall. Poet, Gloria Munoz. Actor, Ned Avril Snell. Singer, Colleen Cherry. Actor, writer, and artistic director of the Studio at 620, Bob Devin Jones. Actor and performance artist, Matthew McGee. Actor and singer, Becca McCoy. Author and performer, Lisa L. Kirshner, joined by Court Stroud, Eddie Sarfati, and Paul Palumbo. Singer, actor, and co-founder of the Arts Conservatory for Teens, Alex Harris. Actor, singer, and dancer, Michelle Dowdy. And live art by illustrator and Creative Pinellas 2019 Emerging Artist Grantee, Laura Spencer. And now, your host of Beauty in the Burg, the warm, witty, and welcoming Cindy Stovall.
And welcome everybody to the very first Beauty and the Burg Live. We have been on the air for 6 years, but this is the first variety show that we've ever done. And I just wanted to thank Creative Pinellas with all my heart for co-hosting this show, for producing it, and for all the hard work that they've done over the course of the last weeks putting this together. It wouldn't have happened without you all. And we are going to be enjoying performance art and music and poetry and readings and just outstanding talent from all around the world. Without any further ado, is just bring in everybody so that we can say hello. Hi, everybody.
Hi.
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 Welcome to Beauty in the Burg around the world. Who has, during this time, and you got to be honest, worn clothes more than 2 days in a row?
Easy.
Doing it now.
Oh, God, yeah.
Question: have I worn clothes? I've worn clothes.
I haven't showered since we were supposed to do this the first time.
Which was April 3rd, by the way, for anyone counting.
Ooh.
Really, it's odd because I'll put on a clean shirt every day, but I just lose track of pants.
Okay.
Hey, on a Zoom call, it's all here up to here. So,
Which is my last answer, because I think that's an obligatory question for every Zoom/Facebook Live event during COVID is, who is not wearing pants?
I'm wearing pants.
I got pants.
Right.
I'm not wearing pants.
I'm not wearing
pants.
Well, I knew Wanda would not be wearing pants.
But I am wearing heels. I'm wearing high
There you
heels.
go. Oh, beautiful.
Atta girl.
Oh, Matthew.
I'm wearing a skirt, so it doesn't count.
Well, that is all for quarantine confessions, but I think you all were amazing. Laura Spencer She's a prolific visual artist right here at Creative Pinellas. She has an eclectic and spooky style that is easily recognizable. And without further ado, let's talk to Laura Spencer.
Well, hello, Cindy. Thank you for that lovely introduction, and thank you so much for having me a part of this event. This is actually going to be my very first time ever live streaming any kind of art, particularly painting. And what we're going to do tonight is something a little bit different. Let me share my screen, and we'll get started. So, as some of you guys know, I am a visual artist. I primarily work digitally. It's just been a medium that was kind of a means to an end for a really long time for me. And then it became a total love and passion. I love my versatility I get. And in fact, all of the work I made for my Creative Pinellas Emerging Artist Grant was digital based work that then got routed out and cut and manipulated by hand and assembled. So I just love the versatility that digital art allows for. So can you guys see my screen? All right, I got my cursor going on right here. And as you can see, I got a nice blank canvas started. And this evening, I've been in sort of a botanical mood. So I'm actually going to work on some Florida flowers, Florida native flowers. And I got a really rough sketch already assembled. So I'm going to turn that layer on so you can see what's going on. Let me just make it a little bit brighter. And so throughout the night, check back in on me and I will add some color and some zazz to this. You guys can see I got my reference photos set up here in the corner. And this is a really cool program called Art Rage that lets me really manipulate using kind of a lot of traditional painting tools. So I've got watercolor brushes, oil painting brushes, all kinds of stuff. So let's see how it goes. I'm a little nervous.
Oh, it's going to be wonderful. I got this idea because I used to go to the Hideaway Cafe and see Laura painting live during the course of a show. So this will be the virtual version of that. And starting now in the live chat, you will be able to bid on this artwork. It's going to be a 50-50 split. Laura will get half the proceeds because I believe that artists should just not give away their work. They should, whenever possible, get paid for it. And the other half will be going to the Pinellas Arts Community Fund. So thank you for that, Laura. I'm sure that they appreciate that very, very much. We're going to be checking in to see the progress. Roxanne Fay is an actor, playwright, and the artistic director of Circle in the Water. Again, as Lee said, she is known for her Shakespearean performances and wrote and starred in Breton and the Muse, A Midnight in Paris, which was the short film playing at the Dali before they had to close, but it will be making the rounds very soon on the independent film circuit, which will be amazing. Her original play, Thrice to Mine, was written in Scotland on a Hawthorne Fellowship and premiered in New York before coming home. And she's just done so many outstanding things and won awards. David Warner calls her the Meryl Streep of St. Petersburg. It's so great to have you. Tell us what you're going to sing. You wanted to sing something special to open up the show. Tell us about it and why.
Well, I think everything, theater and art being sort of our church, you know, that you always start church with a benediction. And this is a song that has been close to my heart for many, many years by an artist who's no longer with us named Warren Zevon. And I just have always wanted to sing this as sort of a blessing.
And here is Roxanne Fay.
The moon has a face and it shines on the lake. It causes the ripples in time. I am lucky to be here with someone I like, who maketh my spirit to shine. Don't let us get sick. Don't let us get old. Don't let us get stupid, all right. Just make us be brave. Make us play nice. And let us be together tonight. enjoy the show. Thank you. My pleasure.
Okay, so we're going to move right along to our next performer, someone who I share some DNA with, and that is Jordan Stovall, aka Wanda Whatever. Wanda is a performer coming all the way to us from London, and their style is a mix of grunge, rock, camp, and Broadway, always unique, always creative. They've performed at Bushwick, New York, and Berlin, as well as all over Europe, and they are the creator and host of Boulangerie, which is a wonderful monthly cabaret that benefits several charities in the London area. So I am very proud to introduce Wanda Whatever, AKA Jordan Stovall. Hey, Wanda.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello, hello, hello. How are you doing?
Very, very well. I'm obsessed with this background of mannequin. So tell everyone, so that they're not in too much suspense, what you're going to be doing for us this evening.
Well, I thought I'd invite all of my friends around since we were all going to be here on Zoom, and I've just been so lonely. Here in the quarantine, we're all shut in together, and the government says that we can't have other people around, but it doesn't say anything about having other mannequins around. So what you see here is that I've collected and made dozens and dozens of new friends in the way of mannequins. And so I feel as if in this period of time between when we've gone into quarantine and where we are now, that I myself have begun to take on their likeness and become more of a mannequin.
Well, I will let you go to it. And everyone, this is Wanda Whatever.
Coin-operated boy sitting on the shelf. He is just a toy, but I turn him on and he comes to life. Automatic joy, that is why I want a coin-operated boy. Made of plastic and elastic, he is rugged and long-lasting. Who could ever ask for more? Love without complications galore. Many shapes and weights to choose from. I will never leave my bedroom. I will never cry at night again. Wrap my arms around him and pretend. Coin-operated boy, all the other real ones that I destroy. Can I hold a candle to my new boy and I'll never let him go. And I'll never be alone, and I'll never let him go. And I'll never be alone, 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 not with my coin-operated boy. Love was written to make you feel smitten with my sad picture of girl getting bitter. Can you extract me from my plastic fantasy? I didn't think so, but I'm still convincible. Will you persist even after I bet you $1 billion that I'll never love you? And will you persist even after I kiss you goodbye for the last time? Will you keep trying? I'm dying to lose it, I'm losing. confidence. I want it, 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 I want you, I want you, I want you, coin-operated boy. I had a start. Flesh and blood could be matched. I can be taken in the bath. Coin-operated boy. He may not be real experienced with girls, but I know he feels like a boy should feel. Isn't that the point? That is why I want a coin-operated boy with a pretty coin-operated voice, saying that he loves me, that he's thinking of me, straight up to the point. That is why I want a coin-operated boy.
That was incredible, Wanda / Jordan. Tell us a little bit about, before we move on to the next performer, I want you to tell everyone a little bit about Boulangerie. And I should also note that Jordan is a St. Pete native and went to St. Pete High, and that is their connection to Pinellas County and the St. Petersburg area, but now working and living in London. So tell us a little bit about Boulangerie.
Boulangerie started about a year ago, and it was sort of born out of the idea that, you know, we have a lot of spaces for drag. We have a lot of spaces for a lot of gay bars, etc., but we don't really have a lot of like inherently crossover queer spaces. And what I mean by that is where all members of our queer community might feel sort of like welcomed or potentially sort of able to share their art. So Boulangerie was sort of born out of the desire to create a platform for not only drag artists, but also for queer artists of all different backgrounds, gender expressions, realms of experience, et cetera, you know, varying body types, identities, et cetera, to sort of come together and to have a platform to share their art. So Boulangerie is a queer variety show, is happening monthly at the Glory. And we just did a online drag and queer arts festival with around 38 queer artists from all around the world.
It was amazing.
And we had artists from Berlin, from here in London, from New York, from you know, all sorts of different places. So we did that, and hopefully we'll do another one. So.
Wonderful. So there will be one obviously next month, and they can follow you at Wanda Whatever.
Yes, on Instagrams, it's at wanda.whatever. And you know, if we do another Boulangerie, Matthew McGee, I'm looking at you.
Okay, I think that would be incredible. I'd love to have the St. Pete connection. Anyway, it's after midnight in London, and I am still your mother. It's past your bedtime, so.
I'm gonna go to sleep with all of my friends.
Wanda, it was wonderful. Thank you so much for being on Beauty in the Burg live around the world.
Of course, I love you and I'm so proud of you. This is incredible.
Thank you. That's very sweet. That's very sweet. Next, coming to you one of my faves, Gloria Munoz. She is a Colombian American writer, translator, educator, and poet. And Gloria has her Pinellas County roots and PCCA. She graduated from the Pinellas County Center for the Arts at Gibbs High School. She's won widespread recognition for her work, including the Academy of American Poets 2019 Ambrosia Prize. Her words are as beautiful as she is. So let us bring on Gloria Munoz. Hello, my darling.
Hi, Cindy. This is so awesome. Thank you for doing this.
So wonderful to have you. And the last time I saw you, you were here in my house.
I know.
With Mark telling your love story, which you can find on the Beauty and the Burg podcast page in the Hearts in the
That
Arts.
was so much fun. That was such a fun evening.
It was a beautiful story. So, anyway, tell us what you're going to do for us tonight.
So I wrote something. I haven't been writing a ton right now, to be honest. I think a lot of writers and a lot of artists are just kind of living in the moment. But I started this piece, and it was just kind of like an ongoing piece of collections of email signatures of people from work, like how they would sign off on an email. So it's inspired by those email signatures and just things that people have started to say and share online. And it has to do with observation of language right now, and how we use language to comfort, but to also kind of connect ourselves to what's going on during this time.
Well, if anyone's words can do that, it's yours. The lovely Gloria Munoz.
Thank you so much. Pandemic vocabulary. Stay home, be well, stay safe. Hashtag shelter in place. Stay home, please stay home. Stay healthy, self-quarantine. Is it Monday? Hashtag quarantine life. Social distance. Symptoms, asymptomatic. Wash your hands, remember your gloves. Don't forget your face mask, sanitize, wipe, bleach, and spray. New normal. New normal? Diagnosed, infected. How many cases? Spread, rise, peak, death toll. I miss, 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 I miss. Need more. Shortage. Not enough tests. Ventilators. Masks. Goggles. Supply chain. At risk. Endangered frontline. Strain. Critically affected. Shut down. Lockdown. Essential. Non-essential. Limited hours. Contactless. Cancel. Postpone. Avoid. Remotely. Please. Hashtag stand 6 feet apart. Thank you, nurses. Thank you, doctors. Thank you, farm workers. Thank you, cleaners. Thank you, teachers. Thank you, immigrants. Thank you, cashiers. Thank you, stalkers. Thank you, baggers. Thank you, bodega. Thank you, artists. Thank you, bookstores. Thank you, mail carriers. Thank you, journalists. Thank you, coroners. Thank you, Insta shoppers. Thank you, grant writers. Thank you, givers. Thank you, nonprofits. Thank you, transit workers. Thank you, food pantry. Thank you, mask makers. What day is it? Can we Zoom? Did you see this meme? Up for a happy hour FaceTime? Please, I miss. Let's have a Netflix party. Should I be on TikTok? Quarantine kitchen. Hashtag pass the brush. Anxiety baking, anxiety crafting. Hashtag anxiety push-up challenge. Despite everything, please be well. Hang in there. Just checking in. Hope you're well, considering these unprecedented circumstances. We'll get through this together. Take care. Virtually yours. Finding a routine. Hand washing in solidarity. In light of. Stay healthy. Before times. When this is over. My God, the news. I can't wait. I'm here. Now more than ever. Uncharted waters. These difficult times. These trying times. These dizzying times. These scary times. What day is it? We'll get through. I miss.
That was beautiful and so completely relevant, obviously. It was intended to be, but it was lovely. Did that give you a little peace of mind, writing those words and getting it out?
It made me feel connected to other people. I don't know about peace.
Yeah.
I haven't been feeling too much peace right now, but I do find peace and hope in knowing how much people are helping each other right now. I think that's awesome. And I think it shows that we're capable of doing that right now when hit by a freaking global pandemic, and at any time. Like the fact that food pantries right now are getting so much care and volunteers and giving and all of this, that could be done year round.
Yeah, a lot of things I think we're learning should end up being incorporated into our daily lives, right?
Yeah, definitely.
So what are you working? What's next for you? And I want people to know how they can get your books. This amazing poet has books of poetry, and I would love for people to know how they can get their hands on them.
Well, they're on my website, also online, and actually go to Tombola Books, the local bookstore. It is incredible, the best owners, everything. Go there.
I'll say it's Valentine.
Yes, so good. So go to a local bookstore, support a local bookstore, Tombola if you're in the area. So they can be found there. My upcoming book will be published in the spring of 2021, yes. So I'm very excited about that, and that'll be out very soon, and that's going to be published in English and in Spanish.
Lovely.
By Arizona University Press.
Oh, how wonderful. University Press. What's your website, Gloria, so people can check out your work? And
it's just gloriamunoz.com.
Sweet and simple and to the point. I'm glad that address was available to you.
Yeah.
Anyway, thank you for the beautiful and inspiring words during this kind of weird time. We all really appreciate it. I'm so grateful that you were part of the show.
Thank you, Cindy. Thanks for doing this.
Oh, that's my pleasure. I benefit by getting to see all of you. So thank you so much. That was Gloria Munoz, everyone. And we are going to move on in our broadcast with Ned Averill Snell. And he is an award-winning actor and playwright. He's appeared at all of your favorite venues throughout the area, Jobsite, American Stage, Tampa Rep, and he's done quite a bit of regional theater. And he plays opposite Roxanne in that short film I was discussing earlier. He plays Breton to Roxanne's Amuse Gala. And it'll be exciting to see that movie coming out and about in the indie film circuit very soon. But one of my favorite things I've seen Ned in was his role in the Waiting on Mary film, which incidentally is on Tubi TV. It's free. You can see the Waiting on Mary film on Tubi TV. Just a little info for you. So let me then welcome Ned Averill Snell to the stage. How are you, my friend?
I'm very well. How are you?
Very well, thank you. I'm so grateful for you being a part of this. You're just one of our great talents in this area or in any area.
Well, that's very kind.
Well,
I love Gloria's poem. Wasn't that lovely?
It was amazing and just perfect for the time. So yeah. And you also have some reading for us. Tell us what you're going to be doing.
Okay. Well, those of us over 50 and maybe some others as well remember Pogo, the wonderful comic strip Pogo, which was a very subversive comic strip about furry animals in the Okefenokee swamp that was popular in the 50s and 60s. And Walt Kelly, who wrote and drew Pogo, was also a wonderful poet. He was a wonderful writer of light verse. And for those who haven't heard it, I wanted to share a little bit of Walt Kelly's verse. Oh, roar, a roar for Nora, Nora Alice in the night. For she has seen Aurora Borealis burning bright. A furor for our Nora, and applaud Aurora seen. Oh, where throughout the summer has our Borealis been? And I have one more poem for you. Like a lot of people in the 60s, Walt Kelly became something of an environmentalist. He became very concerned about pollution. And he wrote this poem called H2O is H to Pay. Beneath the surface, pure and all, lies a discarded urinal. 9 kitchen stoves, a reticule, 6 circus tents, a bicycle, 100 tons of paving cobble, 2 trucks, a bus, automobile, all mixed up with third-class mail and remnants of a 10th-class sale. Leftovers from a disrupt home, the daily garbage, lugs of loam. Here is water you cannot drink. Swim in it and you've got to sink. Slow the thought gets through your bonnet. Don't drink, don't swim, walk upon it. Thank you. I got a real quick one here. It's a little saucy. It's called Moon Over Mamie. Oh, Mamie-minded mama, till one day in Singapore, a sailor man from Turkestan came knocking at the door.
That was short, but wonderful. Thank you so much for those wonderful poems.
Thank you. Bye.
We'll see you later. Coming up, we have the completely adorable Colleen Cherry, who has been, full disclosure, Jordan's best friend for as long as I can remember. So she's always been a part of our lives. I've pretty much watched her grow up. And she is a really wonderful singer, songwriter, actor, improv and ukulele maven, lover of animals. She juggles time between the SPCA, Job Site Theater, the Florida Bjorchestra, and touring with her improv group, Definitely Not Murderers. And I'm tired just telling you about it. So let me just go ahead and welcome Colleen Cherry to the Beauty and the Burg Live around the world. What are you going to do for us, my love?
I'm going to sing an original song called Home that I wrote.
That is beautiful. The lovely Colleen Cherry.
Oh, darling, slip your heart into my hands. Take me in your arms now. Now give us a chance. Well, I can't say what's more frightening belong to someone or being alone. All I know is when I'm with you, I'm finally home. Baby, I'm home. My heart was broken and in repair. I heard your voice say you'd always be there. Well, I can't say what's more frightening belong to someone for being alone. All I know is when I'm with you, I'm finally home. Baby, I'm home. Feel you breathe into me. Let's dance until we're free, until the world can't tell you apart from me. Through good times and bad times, you see me through. So I surrender, give my heart to you. I still can't say what No, it's when I'm with you. I'm finally home. Ooh, baby, I'm home.
Bravo.
Thank you.
That was lovely. So tell us about your work with SPCA.
It's been so great. So yeah, starting in last November, I am the volunteer program manager at SPCA Tampa Bay. So right now, we're still adopting out lots of animals, which is amazing. People are lonely in quarantine, so you can go online and check out all the cute animals that we have. Lizards, cats, dogs, all of them. But for a fundraising effort, I started writing songs about people's pets to donate back to SPCA for a fundraiser that we had. Caught some media attention because I raised, I just wrote 60 something songs in a week and raised over $1,400 for them. And I joked about starting a side business, writing people songs and continuing that past the fundraiser. But now it's full blown. Go to colleencherry.com and I will write a song about your pets for a fee and I will donate part of that back to SPCA. So that's been nice.
Thank you so much, Colleen, for being on the show and for being my baby's best friend. Our next incredible guest is Bob Devin Jones. And Bob has been part of the theater world for over 40 years. And very lucky for us, he decided to come here and co-found the studio at 620 now. And it's either 15 or 16. I think it's like entering the 16th year with Bob at the helm as creative director. He's an actor, director, and playwright who recently performed his original play, Uncle Ben's, a virtual experience. Let me say hello and welcome Bob Devin Jones.
Hello, Cindy. How are you?
I'm very well, neighbor. How are you? I can almost hear you down the street.
Yes, I'm very good.
Tell us what you're going to do for us
Well,
tonight.
I wrote a play. It was my first full-length play in 94, 93, 94. It's called Uncle Ben's, a home cooking Negro narrative, which was inspired by the original slave narratives that were taken by the WPA in the 30s. And the piece that I'm going to do is a folk tale that I do in the show. It's called How the People Got Their Color. Everyone, this is a folk tale, which is different than a fairy tale, which might begin once upon a time. But in a folk tale, it begins with however the beginner begins it. And so this is the beginner today. And so you wonder, how did the people get their color? And there are scientific things if you went to Harvard, or there are other things if you went to your grandmama's knee or your Uncle Roy's shoulder and they told you a certain thing. So I'm going to tell you how the people got their color. Now, God created the heavens and the earth and Gabriel on the horn because he likes jazz. And he says, this is good. And he sat on his throne and he goes, Then he kind of looked around and says, there's not much happening. And Gabriel said, well, you know, God, you didn't give the people, or you didn't make any people. And God said, what was I thinking? So you know what God did? He got him in a big mound of clay and seasoned it up just like he likes it, don't you know? And he made 100 million people and set them across the fence to dry. And he said, this is good. And he looked around after a while and he said, Gabriel, they're not saying anything. And Gabriel said, well, you know, God, you forgot to give them any mouths. And God said, what was I thinking? So God says, I'll give them some mouths, some ears, some nose, some mouths. And this is good. And the people started singing and dancing and cussing and fussing and messing around. And God said, this is too much noise. It's messing with my blood pressure. And he flung them to the four corners of the earth. And he sighed and said, this is good. And then he said, you know, Gabriel, I'm kind of lonely. And Gabriel said, why don't you give the people some color? And that way, great. Gabriel, tomorrow at 7 a.m. sharp, you get the people back here and I will give them their color. So the next day, 7 a.m., God looked out to the multitude of people and he looked to his left and to the east He says, I'm gonna make y'all yellow and red people. Boom, shh, this is good. And then he looked to the west. He said, I'm gonna make y'all brown people. Shh, and this is good. And then there was a great multitude in the center. He said, I'm gonna make y'all white people. And this is good. He said, wow, that's great. They said, Gabriel, is that everybody? And Gabriel said, no, Lord, there's still some people sleeping down by the river. God said, Gabriel said, I'm on it. So Gabriel took his horn, ran down to the river, and he blew, like Miles Davis or Marcellus. He said, it's 7:02. You people better get up. Get up. God is handing out color, and you're going to be fussed. You better get up. And the people said, oh, we'll get up. We want our color. We demand our color. We have as much right to color as anybody else. So they all started running to God's throne. And the people who were in the front, when they got to the throne, started kneeling. And then the people coming up the rear started kneeling and bumping into those people who were kneeling first. And then they started messing and rocking God's throne. And God stood up. And he stood up and he said, get back, get back. And the people who were kneeling said, get black, get black. And that, Cindy, and all of us here, is how the people got their color. Now, if I'm lying, I'm flying. And y'all don't see no wings.
Give us the website again, Bob. Isn't it the studio at 620?
.org.
.org, right.
Yes, .org. Thank you for inviting me to this gathering.
Thank you so much for joining us. Very, very much appreciate it. And with that, I will say goodnight to you and thank you so kindly. Matthew McGee, or as some call him, Brian's dad, has been a community favorite for really as long as I can remember. Winner of multiple awards for his drag artistry, as well as his acting, including BroadwayWorld.com's favorite leading actor in a musical, and really too many other to list. But the usual suspects, Best of the Bay, the Handy Award from down in Sarasota. We know him. We love him. Please, everyone, welcome Matthew McGee. There he is.
Hello, hello.
So you and I'm going to stay on the virtual stage for this one so that I can ask questions in case I have any. And we'll be checking the chat to see if anyone has any questions. But we're going to be doing something that I don't think you've ever done before. We're going to get a look behind the curtain. Tell us where we're going.
Oh my gosh, you're going to get to see things that nobody really gets to see. First of all, this isn't part of my drag, but this is something in my drag room that I love. It's my Carol Burnett Barbie. People have a Barbie, but who is a Carol Burnett Barbie in her Went with the Wind outfit? And Carol Burnett is such an inspiration to me, so I thought you would enjoy that. And I also have a couple of fun things here. To Matt, thank you, Debbie Reynolds.
Get out.
I opened for Debbie Reynolds once a long time ago. Joanne Worley, of all people. You'll love this. Rip Taylor, if you can believe it. But yeah, I'm here in my drag room. I pulled out all my favorite things. I do a Joan Rivers illusion, and the wig is right over here. Let me get up. Here's the wig. My Joan wig. It's kind of more like almost like a Barbara now because of humidity. And this is a Joan Rivers jacket that was made for me that is a lot of fun. Look at this.
Oh, that's fabulous.
It goes right on. Joan wasn't a size 22, but I am. And let's see, I can get it on. And I'll just wear this for the rest of our time together. I have some fun stuff here. I love caftans. I have a bacon pattern caftan with a lacy sleeve. And it comes with its own mask, also bacon. Oh my gosh. In case we still need to be wearing masks indefinitely, as some would want us to do. I have a country and western outfit because, gingham and fringe. I know you're loving all of this, and as are your viewers.
I am.
Eliza Minnelli pantsuit. that was made for me by Jill Castle. A lot of my costumes are by Jill Castle and Angela Horner, all artists and costume designers. And all of my beautiful hair is by Scott Daniel of Tampa Famous Wig Company. And they're just beautiful, these wigs. Let's hope it doesn't tip over. Stay right there. This is something that Freefall doesn't even know I have, but this is the jacket from the hunt scene in Maine. So tell no one that I have this. I hope Eric isn't watching.
It'll be our secret.
This is my Voldemort caftan. It's a long sequined caftan that makes me look like, you know, work, Miss Voldemort. And also, I love cats. Like I'm the Tiger Queen, and this is my cat caftan with, it has a Peter Pan neck. And then on the sleeves, we have those little balls that cats just love. But I always think that's a very understated print.
That's wonderful.
Isn't it fun? Isn't it fun? There's so much stuff in here. This is the guest room, but it has become the drag room. Every now and then, Cindy, if you feel like you want to be like Cher circa, you know, late 80s.
All right, let's give us a taste of that.
It's so simple because, you know, with Cher, I don't like to wear the long Cher hair that's flat because I have a round face. So I like to wear, you know, a 1987 turn back time Cher. The big hair, you know, like, if I could turn back time. I just heard George, my partner in the background, go, oh, Jesus. So he knows exactly what's happening in here. But I do love that wig as well. But it's getting stuck to the sequins.
Does George know that you're back in the closet?
He does. This is the drag closet. He's like, you're finally back in the closet. I think he's okay with it. Who knows? I'm also wearing a Chad Mize shirt. You know the great artist Chad Mize.
Absolutely.
And it says Florida. But I thought people would enjoy that one.
Unfortunately, well deserved.
These are all of our little treasures. There's a painting from Irma Vep over there from American Stage, which is a lot of fun. That's me as the lady of the house, and a lot of other fun little things in the room here.
Is it possible for you to pick your favorite drag role, your favorite?
Oh, you know what's funny? Before this happened, I really wanted to take a break from drag. I wanted to sort of retire from it, or at least take an extended break. But I didn't think it would be this much of a break. But you know, I loved doing MAME at Freefall Theater. That was such a special time. I had just turned 40 years old, and I said, Matthew, when you turn 40, you've got to quit drag because no one wants an old drag queen running around. And and so that was the show I did. And I don't know, it was sort of a magic experience, and I will trade it for nothing. I don't know if I could even do it again and it would be as fun, because the thing about theater is it's that particular group of people at that particular group of time that makes the experience special. So you know that it would be hard to get them all back together again and in the same set of circumstances.
What's happening at Freefall? Anything?
So we decided to do National Theater Wednesdays at Freefall, where we let our patrons know this show from the National Theater is available on YouTube for free. Watch it. And then the next week, Eric will join you on Zoom, and he will talk with you about the play, take your questions, tell you his thoughts. And it's been so wildly popular. We almost had, we had just about 100 participants in one of them. So we couldn't keep the screens on Zoom in check because there were so many people. For us, we've got some fun stuff coming up in June, a little bit of a Meet the Actors thing, which will be a lot of fun. I don't want to give too much away about that, but it's going to be great. And we're hoping to open as soon as it's possible to do so and it's safe to do so. And we're being very optimistic and excited about what the future holds. So we're looking forward to being back. We really do believe that we are at our best when we're in front of people and live, and we can't wait to do that again. So we're looking forward to what's next.
So keep your eyes on Freefall Theater with an RE.com.
Yes.
And do you have your own website, Matthew? So
I do, thematthewmcgee.com, THE, and then my name, matthewmcgee.com. And yeah, it's super exciting.
Matthew, I can't thank you enough for giving us a peek inside the drag closet.
I mean, who knew how much a person could spend on nonsense? Do you know what I mean? But like, this is my life. Oi. I mean, you know, but it's been great fun. I can't wait to be on a stage again performing for people. That's really what I love, and I'm looking forward to the day that can happen and we can do it safely.
Darling,
I love you all. Thanks for everybody watching, and it's been already a great night of talent. Cindy, you know how to bring everybody together, and that's what we need now more than ever, even if we can't do it in person. So thank you for this. I have to tell you, I've been a little down by this whole situation, and this has really brought me up. So thank you.
That makes me happy. That was worth it right there. And of course, we have to thank our wonderful friends at Creative Pinellas. They're really the ones that brought the magic together.
They're great. They always do such a good job.
So, and time to move on. So I'm going to let you go, my love.
I love you, my dear.
I love you. Thank you so much.
Stay well, everybody.
From the wonderful Becca McCoy. I love that when you're a fan of someone and that they're also a really great friend to you. And that is the case with Becca. She's been a welcome presence during these strange days with her quarantine cabarets and children's book readings. And she also appeared in We Are Family right here on Creative Pinellas. And her stories and content can be found on the Arts In platform. So with that, please let us welcome the beautiful Becca McCoy. Hi, darling.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. It's so wonderful to see you. And I'm excited to hear your beautiful number. Well, everyone, here is the fabulous Becca McCoy.
Ask any of the chickies in my pen. They'll tell you I'm the biggest mother hen. I love them all, and all of them love me because the system works. The system called reciprocity. Got a little motto, always sees me through. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. There's a lot of favors I'm prepared to do. You do one for mama, she'll do one for you. They say that life is tit for tat. That's the way I live. So I deserve a lot of tact for what I've got to give. Don't you know that this hand washes that one too? For 20 seconds. When you're good to mama, mama's good to you. If you want my gravy, pepper my ragu, spice it up for mama, she'll get hot for you. When they pass that basket, folks contribute too. You put in for mama, she'll put out for you. The folks atop the ladder are the ones the world adores. So boost me up my ladder, kid, and I'll boost you up yours. Let's all stroke together like the Princeton crew. When you're stroking mama, mama stroking you. So what's the one conclusion I can bring this number to? When you're good to mama, mama's good to you.
Okay. Incredible. Incredible. Everybody needs a little Chicago in their life. And I know that's near and dear to you. What's happening with you? And are you going back to Chicago? And if so, when? What's happening with you?
Oh, good. When you know what's happening with me, could you let me know? We are in a glorious holding pattern of trying to strategize. Yeah, a lot of my future is a great big question mark. So I guess we'll just live life in the moment and see what happens.
Right. Well, we're also grateful for the great content that you've been putting out.
Oh, thank you. It's helping me, so I'm glad anyone else is appreciating it.
Well, everyone can go to the Arts In platform, creativepinellas.org/artsin, and catch all of Becca's wonderful children's stories, as well as your quarantine cabarets. And it's always so wonderful to see your face.
Thank you. You too. Thank you for putting this together and for including me.
It was my pleasure. Thank you so much for being part of it, my darling. Next, we have a wonderful friend of mine and another neighbor, who is Lisa Kirshner, and the cast of her stage reading Inside Hope. Lisa, who plays Hope, is an author and performer who hosts St. Pete's monthly storytelling show, True Stories. Her film, My Dinner with Steve, will be out next fall. This is the first performance of her short, Inside Hope. And alongside Lisa, we have Court Stroud playing Raphael and reading stage notes. Court has appeared in a number of theater and TV productions, including The Good Wife, Royal Pains, Boardwalk Empire, and Curb Your Enthusiasm. That's one of my favorites. He's honored to appear in today's performance. That's very sweet. Then we have Lisa's husband, partner, Paul Palumbo, who plays David. He's a senior executive in the corporate world by day and lover of theater by night. This is his very first stage reading. And then we have Court's partner, Eddie Sarfati, who is an author, producer, and comic who has appeared on the Today Show, Comedy Central's Premium Blend, and the Joy Behar Show, and is one of the subjects of the documentary Laughing Matters. My gosh, but the credentials between all of you are just so impressive. Welcome to Beauty and the Burg Around the World.
Hi, we're thrilled to be here.
Thank you for having us.
I present to you Inside Hope.
Present day, late morning, Hope and David are drinking coffee in the bedroom of their New York City studio apartment during the COVID-19 crisis. Hope is searching on her computer, and David is texting someone on his phone.
I can't find a single Airbnb in driving distance, no vacancies anywhere. I am going to lose my mind if I'm stuck in the studio with you for the duration. No offense.
Oh, I understand. No offense.
Who are you texting?
Hey, the rule, we don't do nosy.
Oh, fuck the rules. There are rules. I'm calling a pandemic exception. We're not just living in a studio together right now. Our entire lives are in this apartment. So tell me, who are you texting?
Fine, here.
Don't be childish. I am not suspicious or anything, just curious. I mean, what else is there to pay attention to right now besides each other? It seems to me that this screen is off. Just calling that out.
We're good.
It's your turn.
It's Eddie. He wants me to come into work.
Work? No.
Hope.
David.
No, Hope, stop. There's an issue with the server.
David starts dressing.
No one can work from home if I don't go in. I don't have to take a train or a bus, and I'll wash my hands and change immediately when I get back.
I wish you wouldn't.
But David is already dressed.
It's just down the block. And weren't you just complaining that the two of us are stuck here together? I'll take a shower as soon as I get back.
Hope goes back to her computer.
Oh, David, your computer. David.
Hope races back to the bed to get her to get her phone to call David and stops. Hope calls her BFF, Raphael, via video call. We see Raphael via projection. He's also in his pajamas, but on a couch with his dog.
Oh, Raphael, thank God you're there.
Oh, where else would I be?
Raphael, this is serious.
Well, by all means, let me be more serious.
Look, I'm sorry. I'm losing my mind.
We're all losing it, Hope. I mean, heck, I'm tempted to volunteer at a hospital so I can get sick and get it over with. I'd most likely live.
No, don't do that. I mean, Jesus.
Oh God, you are losing your mind. I'm not serious yet. But then it's only been 2 days of lockdown. Again? Oh, if I run out of wee-wee pads.
2 days? Is that all? Right. Okay. Well, so relatively speaking, maybe it's not so serious, but it's David. I think he may be cheating on me.
David? No way. Wait. Where is David?
Exactly. I don't know. I mean, he says he's at work, but he just raced out of here like his ass was on fire.
What did he say?
Well, that he had to go into work.
Into work? What is wrong with people?
No, listen, it's not him going into work that's weird. That's totally something he'd do. It's this. His laptop. He left it behind.
Oh my God. Oh my God, what did you find?
Well, I mean, nothing, actually. But
wait, doesn't he run IT?
Well, yeah.
Oh, look, I highly doubt that whatever he had to do required his laptop.
Well, he said there was a server issue.
There you go. Why would he need his laptop to fix the server?
Oh my God. You're right. What is wrong with me?
Oh, geez, I don't know. Take your pick. Cabin fever, pandemic, global crisis. You love self-sabotaging. I mean, Hope.
If only you knew. I mean, well, anyway, you're right. I just needed to be talked off the ledge. Thank you.
Did you stop doing yoga?
Oh, says the man who never does yoga.
Well, I hate it, but it does seem to calm you down a bit.
Haha. But you're not wrong. Anyway, how are you?
I'm actually in the middle of Law and Order. You know that one where the gymnast gets killed? They're about to do a big reveal. I can call you back later.
Oh, wait, haven't you watched every episode of that show already?
Yeah, but this is like second season. I mean, who remembers? Plus, I need the comfort of a resolved plot. I'll call you later. Hope shakes her head, closes her computer, and sits cross-legged on her bed.
David? Bill?
Fuck you.
What is it?
Babe. Bill starts kissing Hope's neck.
Oh, cut it out. Get off me.
Man, I haven't seen you in a week.
That's not an accident.
But I saw David leave.
Oh, are you stalking me?
I don't need to stalk you. I live downstairs.
Yeah, right.
I
Well,
heard yelling.
I can't do this right now, okay?
This? What this? Us?
Yes. Well, no, there is no us, but especially not now.
What do you mean?
Do I need to explain?
Yes, you do.
Okay. Look, we were convenient, but I have a partner. You know that. You always knew that.
So did you.
Yeah, but now the world is falling apart. We have to concentrate on what really matters.
Hope, you're not thinking straight.
No, I am.
Hope, you'll come back to me. You were lonely. You always come back to me. You said It's got to do with work. David isn't interested if it's only with work. No socializing. You missed that. You missed me. That's what you said.
Yeah, okay. Yes, I know what I said.
More than once.
Sure, but I was wrong.
Nope.
God, Bill, this is why we didn't work out in the first place. You're not inside my head. Otherwise, you wouldn't tell me that what I am saying about my feelings is wrong. I am telling you how I feel, okay? This is why we broke down.
I know he doesn't make you feel the same way that I do in bed.
Bill takes her stunned silence as acquiescence, moves in, raises her arm with his fingers.
Babe, come on.
Hope allows this, locks eyes with Bill, then remembers herself and the virus.
Please do not touch me and trust me when I tell you. I lied about our sex life. I can take charge of my own pleasure during sex. No, I'm sorry. Look, but really, I have done some major reevaluating. I don't.
They hear a key in the door, but since Hope didn't relock it, the door actually locks. Bill leaps under the bed a second before David finally gets the door open. Hope is mid-room.
Oh, thanks, hon.
I was just going to open the door.
Oh, I haven't showered yet. Let me take off my clothes and jump in. 5 minutes. You're decontaminating. Nice.
A shower starts running.
Get out of here. What are you doing?
I'm not leaving. We're going to have this conversation.
What? No, get out right now.
Honey, everything okay?
Fine.
Who are you talking to?
Nothing. It's just a video on Facebook.
I'm not leaving.
Bill and Hope tussle a bit. Don't hear the water stop. David steps out of the bathroom in a tattered robe.
What the fuck?
Honey,
Hi, David.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, just this language. And from a man in a bathrobe, no less. Does he always wear that, or was he expecting me?
Bill. David, of course you remember Bill, my ex. He still lives downstairs.
Oh, right. Well, why are you in our apartment?
You say he's really smart?
Bill, get the fuck out!
Bill pauses and starts toward door, then gives a last glance back.
Good luck with that. You had your chance.
Hope shakes her head, closes and locks door on Bill as he exits.
You know he still has a crush on me, right? I mean, oh, goddamn real estate. I am so sorry. As soon as this is over, I'm going to start looking for a new place for us.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I mean, do you feel safe? I mean, you're too trusting. You shouldn't have let him in.
Oh, honey,
Well, why don't you jump in when I'm done? I mean, we don't know where he's been, right?
David returns to shower, water, restarts.
David!
Water goes off. David enters, toweling his hair.
Hon, I'm right here.
Aren't you more, I don't know, curious, angry?
About what?
Jesus, about the man who just left.
I thought you didn't want me to be curious about that.
You knew? What is wrong with you?
Don't do that thing of getting angry to avoid your real feelings.
My real feelings. Oh, that's rich. You're a goddamn robot.
Listen, I told you when we first met, I thought monogamy over a lifetime was a ridiculous construct. And I saw us together for the long haul from the beginning.
What does that even mean? I mean, you said you weren't polyamorous, unless you've changed your mind.
Well, it was almost 2 years ago, but I haven't changed my mind. I think when I say something you don't want to hear, you don't listen. What I meant is that I don't see sex and love as intertwined. I can see having sex as long as it's safe sex with outside partners. But when I saw the receipt for condoms in the trash, well, you're on the pill. We stopped wearing condoms when I moved in.
But how? How could you not care? I would care. I would definitely care.
And you told me that too. As for me, it hasn't come up.
Oh, please. Wait. When did you find that receipt?
It was a while ago. I was glad to see you were being safe.
Safe. That's all you care about.
That's what I said. I mean,
You set me up. There was no crisis at work. You were worried I wasn't being safe, and you wanted to find me with Bill. Well, isn't that right?
Well, were you? I mean, not that I'm conceding your point, but it is a good question.
You don't know the answer? Your little game didn't work? What do you think?
Hope, you know I don't like hypotheticals.
And you know I live for them.
The best I can offer is I'm not worried.
And what's that supposed to mean?
Look, the possibility of either of us leaving is always there. We and every couple just like to pretend that that's not true.
But you're so goddamn rational.
You say that like it's a bad thing, but you love that about me.
But how can you trust me? I mean, I'm not sure I trust me. And you're right, I have zero interest in Bill, but I felt lonely. I mean, sometimes I feel like you don't see me.
What about this conversation makes you think I don't see you for exactly who you are? Brilliant, beautiful, funny, also jealous, insecure, petty.
Well, okay, I get it. I get it. I mean, whatever.
I don't make you lonely. You said you felt lonely when you were with Bill too.
Fuck.
Listen.
I did. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
What I love about you is that you do care deeply, not just about me, but about the things that continue to excite me, as long as we both want to be together.
You don't mind if I sleep with other people?
I didn't say that.
You do mind.
No, I don't see sex and love as the same thing. I still don't want you to fall for anyone else.
And I actually don't want to sleep with other people or fall for them.
Well, you're going to have to figure that out for yourself.
You drive me crazy. And I still don't want to marry you or have your children. But God damn it, you make me better every day.
I couldn't ask for any more, Hope. Except a shower. Maybe you could take a shower?
Hope exits. David notices her phone on the bed, picks it up, and begins scrolling. Curtain.
Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you, Court and Eddie, for coming to us from New York. Lisa and Paul from down the block. That was wonderful. Thank you so much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
And now we're going to, Alex is a soul R&B vocalist, actor, and speaker. He is the CEO of the Arts Conservatory for Teens, ACT, and he has many sold out shows in all of our favorite venues like the Palladium. He's going to be releasing singles via Cross the Line Music in partnership with The Orchard. And I am very happy to introduce Alex Harris. Hey, Alex.
Hello, how are you?
I'm good. Thank you for being so patient, my darling.
No worries. Thank you. It's good to be a part of Beauty and the Burg and, around the world and all the wonderful talent that's around the world.
Well, which obviously includes you. Thank you so much for being a part of it. What are you going to be doing for us today?
I'm going to do a song I wrote called Wordless, and it really talks about how we all are active participants of being a part of everyone's story, So it's good to be nice. It's good to do kind things, because when you do that, you are contributing to someone else's story, and vice versa, they're contributing to yours. And so this song talks about that in a love story, and is absolutely a song that says, I'm wordless without you. You helped write my song. So thank you, Cindy, for tonight helping to write
My pleasure, ladies and gentlemen, Alex Harris.
1, 2. just a wordless song. When you're not around, there is no sound. You are melody, rhythm of my heartbeat. When there is no you, girl, I'm just not me, yeah. So don't make me wait too long, 'cause I need words to my song. All I got is na, 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 na. Oh, all I got is na, 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 na. To understand what it's about, it's emptiness you feel when you're without, 'cause love has no meaning, no, if you're not here with me. And I think about you all night long. To you, my heart belongs, yeah. So please don't make me wait, 'cause I need words to my song. All I got is na, 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 na. I need you now, na, 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 na. Oh, oh, hurry up, come to me. You got the language and the letter to complete me. So please, baby, na, na. All I need is, I need you to help me write my song. I need you in my life, baby. Please, let me tell you exactly how you make me feel. I need you. I need you, oh baby, I want you. Won't you send me a text message? And if you can't get to me, I will get to you. Just send me the Zoom ID, baby. Maybe we can FaceTime each other to tell you how much I really, 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 really love you. We're in this together now. We're in this together now. Yeah, baby. All I need is now, now, now. Can you call me? How I'm feeling? How you feeling? I'm just checking in with you. Oh.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Beautiful. I'm hoping that one of these days I can get a man to feel that way about me. That'd be lovely. Tell everyone how they can get involved with ACT, or at least go to the website and find out more about what the amazing work you're doing with teenagers.
Yes, so the Arts Conservatory for Teens, or ACT, is doing amazing work in the community, and we are so fortunate that even during the COVID-19 and all the pivoting that needed to take place, we worked tirelessly to ensure that some of our most vulnerable citizens, our young folks, our underserved, low-income families, or just youth in general, could have a place, a safe space to go to virtually. And we've been able to provide services for over thousands of students throughout our community. Absolutely just, I mean, I was just, wow, astonished, like, wow, this how many students, when I got the report to see how many students were logging on and they were wanting something. And we've been able to really help in this crisis for so many families when they're trying to figure out what to do, provide services. Most importantly, as you said, we are changing lives, and because of all those that believe in the power of the arts and how it can transform the mind and heart of young people, you are the champions and you are making a difference. You can't teach a class, but you can share the message, you can make a donation, you can do all these great things. And that's the reason I'm so grateful for what you're doing in Creative Pinellas as well, because the Relief Fund is helping so many artists, so many organizations continue to do what they do and do it at the highest level of excellence.
Very true. Very true. Alex, I can't thank you enough for being with us tonight. That was an absolutely gorgeous song. Thank you.
It's an honor to be with you all. Thank you so much.
Okay. So we're going to move on and we're going to bring back Ned Averill Snell and Roxanne Fay, and they're going to give us a little taste of the Bard. Welcome back.
Hey.
Appreciate that. I understand you're going to do a little dialogue from Much Ado About Nothing.
Yes, this is the show where I met Mr. Ned Averill Snell.
Oh,
Yes, that's true.
Then I'm just going to back right out and let you go for it. Thank you.
Lady Beatrice, have you wept all this while?
Yea, and I will weep a while longer.
I will not desire that.
You have no reason. I do it freely.
Surely I do believe your fair cousin is wronged.
Oh, how much might the man deserve of me that would right her?
Is there any way to show such friendship?
A very even way, but no such friend.
May a man do it?
It is a man's office, but not yours.
I do love nothing in the world as well as. It's not that strange.
As strange a thing as I know not. 'Twere as possible for me to say I love nothing so well as you, but believe me not, and yet I lie not. I confess nothing, nor I deny nothing. I am sorry for my cousin.
By my sword, Beatrice, thou lovest me.
Do not swear, and eat it.
I will swear by it that you love me, and I will make him eat it that says I love not you.
Will you not eat your word?
With no sauce that can be devised to it, I protest. I love thee.
Why then God forgive me.
What offense, sweet Beatrice?
You have stayed me in a happy hour. I was about to protest that I loved you.
And do it with all thy heart.
I love you with so much of my heart that nothing is left to protest.
Come, bid me do anything for thee.
Kill Claudio.
Ah! Not for the wide world.
You kill me to deny it. Farewell.
Tarry, sweet Beatrice.
I am gone. Though I am here, there is no love in you. Nay, I pray you, let me go.
Beatrice.
In faith, I will go.
We'll be friends first.
Oh, you dare easier be friends with me than fight with mine enemy.
Is Claudio thine enemy?
Is he not approved in the height of villain that has slandered, scorned, dishonored my kinswoman? Oh, that I were a man, what? Bear her in hand until they come to take hands. And then with public accusation, uncovered slander, unmitigated rancor, oh God, that I were a man, I would eat his heart in the marketplace.
Hear me, Beatrice.
Talk with a man out a window, a proper saying.
Nay, but Beatrice.
Hero, she is wronged. She is slandered. She is undone.
Beatrice?
Princes and counties, oh, surely a princely testimony, a goodly count confect, a sweet gallant, surely. Oh, that I were a man for his sake, or that I had any friend would be a man for my sake. But manhood is melted into courtesies, valor into compliment, and men are only turned into tongue, and trim ones too. Oh, he is now as valiant as Hercules that only tells a lie and swears it. I cannot be a man with wishing, and therefore I will die a woman with grieving.
Tarry, good Beatrice. By this hand, I love thee.
Use it for my love some other way than swearing by it.
Think you in your soul the Count Claudio hath wronged hero?
Yea, as sure as I have a thought or a soul.
Enough. I am engaged. I will challenge him. I will kiss your hand, and so I leave you. By this hand, Claudio shall render me a dear account. As you hear of me, so think of me. Go, comfort your cousin. I must say she is dead. And so, farewell. Thank you, Cindy.
Oh my God. I just love Much Ado, and I love Shakespeare and love the way both of you do it. And Roxanne, every time you do that part, you have to wipe your face at the end.
I do.
Yeah, I love that though. It shows that you put yourself in there. Thank you both so much for being part of tonight.
I loved it. Thank you, Ned.
Thank you, Roxanne. Thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, guys. All right, we're going to check in real quickly with Laura and see her progress. For our finale, I really wanted to bring in Michelle Dowdy. Broadway found Michelle Dowdy right out of PCCA, the Pinellas County Center for the Arts, when she was cast standby for the role of Tracy Turnblad in Hairspray, which she got to perform on a Broadway stage over 400 times. She has since been a constant presence on the New York cabaret and off-Broadway scene, and is currently a cast member in the National Les Mis tour right out of Broadway. Please, everybody, welcome Michelle Dowdy. Yay!
Hello.
Thank you for being so patient.
Oh, you're welcome. The show's been wonderful, Cindy. Thanks for having everyone. It's been a blast. Alex's song is such a bop, and I loved Gloria's poetry. It was beautiful, it made me cry. And we're PCCA gals.
All the PCCA guys, absolutely. They're a big part of my consciousness whenever I'm doing a show or casting anything. Anyway, tell us what you're going to do, babe.
Well, I'm going to bring it back to a high school moment, because this song was given to me by my vocal coach, Phyllis Gessler, in our senior year to audition for colleges with. And fun story, I've been using this song since then, because it only gets better with age, honestly. And I was 18 and I was kind of too young really to put together all the pieces of what this song actually means. And now that I'm older and I'm in a relationship and we've just celebrated our 3-year anniversary, and I think I get it way more now.
I love it. I love it. Well, thank you for coming to us all the way from Scottsdale, Arizona. This is truly a around the world situation. And
I know.
I'm going to step away and let Michelle Dowdy bring it home.
Okay, thanks. This song is entitled Rita's Tune from a little known musical that was on Broadway called Sweet Smell of Success. It's kind of like niche, deep cut. So I hope you enjoy. Spruce up the room for romancing. Pull all his socks from the line. Relax the pace and fix your face. Tonight you're gonna sparkle like the wine. Music will float from the falcon, saying the boy could be mine. The room will spin, we'll order in, and slowly slip our shoes off as we dine. He'll be late, always is. I'm here, I'm his. Make me wait, and I might bust. I'll sit and look or life, or I'll just dust. I'll give it a lick and a promise. Give me the same, I'll be fine. The future calls within these walls, as if it all was part of some design. Feels like home, feels so right. The prince ain't got a palace, but I feel rich tonight. Safe at home in his domain, scrounging up some glasses for our pink champagne. Mama, she's out for Sydney, strung and clean and house. This heart that I've got for Sydney is busting the seams of my blouse. Someone in sweet California plucked all these grapes from the vine to pop a cork in sweet New York. I think tonight's the night to pop it, reach the top and try to top it. Think tonight's the night. Tonight's the night I'll shine. Let me shine. See me shine. Finally, my life's gonna shine.
See, this is why you're the commander. This is
Oh, thank you. I have a studio.
Yes, yes.
That was wonderful, sweetheart. Thank you so much for being here, Michelle.
Thank you, Cindy, for putting this all together. You know, you're like our other mother, our mother from another mother. You know, and we all love you so much, and we're very proud to be from St. Petersburg, and you always make us feel like that. So thank you for putting this a wonderful show together. And to Creative Pinellas.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you, sweetheart.
Thanks for watching Beauty in the Burg. Join us for our next show on June 25th at 7 p.m. right here on the Creative Pinellas Facebook Live. For more information on Arts In and all of the programming and resources from Creative Pinellas, visit creativepinellas.org.